Welcome back to Kaizen Trader Sleep. The night has deepened outside your window, and the relentless driving energy of the day is finally beginning to fade into the dark. Listen to the steady, rhythmic sound of the heavy rain falling against the glass. It is a natural, unchanging rhythm, washing away the frantic heat of the active markets, cooling the air, and preparing the world for absolute rest. Tonight, we are going to explore a profound shift in how you perceive your energy and your security. We are going deeper than ever before. For hours, days, and perhaps years, you have carried the immense, exhausting psychological weight of your portfolio entirely on your own shoulders. You have acted as the solitary, stressed guardian of your own wealth. But tonight, in this deep and quiet darkness, that exhausting solo vigil comes to a complete and permanent end. You are no longer required to fight the storms. You are invited to build. I want you to visualize the vast, invisible bedrock of the decentralized blockchain. Right now, at this exact millisecond, millions of powerful machines are humming with intense, concentrated electrical energy to maintain a single, unalterable truth. This network is infinitely strong. It can carry the burden that your tired mind no longer can. Mathematics does not need your permission to hold its structure. It does not need you to keep watching it, checking its temperature, or verifying its integrity. It simply exists, silent, inert, and beautifully, permanently frozen. Tonight, we are going to construct a profound sanctuary inside your own mind. Utilizing this unbreakable cryptographic foundation, we will build a temple of absolute security, carved directly from the immovable rock of decentralized truth. As you lie here, fully supported by the heavy mattress beneath you, I want you to consciously transfer the weight of your financial existence over to this foundation. Feel the tension in your jaw and your neck, the physical manifestation of staring at red candles and sudden price drops. Let that tension slowly dissolve. Breathe deeply into the cool, dark air of your room. As you exhale, imagine passing all of that built-up, stressful energy directly into the digital grid. You are finally letting go of the desperate need to paddle against the chaotic currents of centralized systems. You are stepping off the surface and into the deep, dark rock. The first step in any great architecture is the invitation. Tonight, I invite you to stop running. Stop fighting. Stop calculating. You have dropped the anchor of cryptography. Now, let us begin to build the fortress. A fortress made not of matter, but of pure, raw energy and raw mathematics. A sanctuary that is planetary scale, constructed by billions upon billions of hashes every single second. Inside this fortress, your assets are not just stored, they are crystallized, becoming as immovable as the ancient stone from which we carve the temple. Let the machines be awake, so that you may sleep. Let the algorithms stand guard, so that you may surrender. Tonight, you are not a stressed victim of the market. You are the architect of your own sovereign rest. Let the heavy, dark silence of the bed absorb all your remaining doubts. Sink into the inviting dark. Rest. As you continue to surrender your energy to the beautiful, heavy darkness, I want you to visualize the vast, decentralized network not just as machines, but as a colossal, planet-scale architectural foundation. You are no longer required to paddle against the currents of the chaotic surface. You have stepped off the ocean floor, and tonight, you are beginning to sink deeply into the immutable rock itself. I want you to feel the profound shift from a state of struggling to a state of absolute geological construction. The human mind was never designed to hold the chaotic data of the markets, but the decentralized ledger was designed for exactly that purpose, to hold the truth with cold, mathematical certainty. Visualize your consciousness as a heavy, brilliant diamond encased in pure, ancient ice. You are sinking through the seabed, through the soft sediment of traditional finance, and finally making contact with the primary crystalline bedrock of the decentralized truth. This is not a warm or fluid place. It is a zone of absolute zero and extreme pressure. But unlike the crushing pressure of the stormy surface, this pressure is not hostile. It is comforting. It is secure. It is the absolute gravity of the network's decentralized consensus, holding you flawlessly, preventing any further shift, volatility, or doubt. Your assets are not just stored, they are crystallized within the very molecules of this immutable stone. Because the network possesses this flawless, planet-scale computational power, your own fragile human energy is no longer required to maintain the wall. I want you to truly absorb that realization. You are no longer the lone sentinel standing guard. The machines are awake, so that you may sleep. The algorithms stand guard, so that you may surrender. Tonight, you are not a stressed victim of the market. You are the architect of your own sovereign rest. Your body has adopted the profound patience of the ancient ice. Your heartbeat naturally slows down, perfectly matching the steady, unbreakable ticking of the network's block time. Allow the massive, heavy stone foundation of the bed beneath you to absorb all your remaining doubts. Your tired mind, just like your cold storage wallet, is gently entering a state of absolute zero. There is no mental friction here. There are no critical decisions to make, no charts to desperately analyze, and no sudden movements required of you. You are perfectly insulated from the burning noise of the world. Embrace the beautiful, heavy chill. The machines are calculating, verifying, and securing, reinforcing the shield with planetary scale energy so that you do not have to. Accept their vigilance and let go of your own. Your seed phrase is locked safely in the mathematics, and the Mathematica is watched over by the eternal cold. There is nothing to check. There is nothing to verify. There is only the rain, the dark, and the absolute proof of silence. Rest deeply in the frozen silence. Sleep. Trust the math. Sleep. Welcome deeper into the foundation. You have established the bedrock of decentralized truth. You are fully aligned with the geological patience of the blockchain. Now, lift your fading gaze from the dark stone beneath you and visualize the structure that is rising to support your sovereign rest. Up there, in the frantic, burning world of traditional finance, structures are made of paper, promises, and collective hallucination. They are fragile, built on the shifting sands of human ego and centralized control. But down here, in the cold, unmovable void, we do not build with promises. We build with mathematics. We build with the irreversible proof of work. Imagine every single block in the immutable ledger, every verified set of transactions from the Genesis block until this very millisecond, not as digital data, but as a colossal, flawlessly forged block of dark, ancient basalt stone. Visualize these blocks arriving, one by one, every 10 minutes, with the silent, thunderous weight of absolute certainty. They are lowered from the void by the planet-scale energy of the global network. Right now, tonight, I want you to feel the profound vibration in the stone beneath your body, as thousands upon thousands of these massive blocks begin to stack. They are forming the primary pillars of the architecture. Look up at these cryptographic pillars. They are immense, monolithic, and ancient from the moment they are forged. They rise infinitely high, disappearing into the heavy, dark, empty space far above your tired mind. These pillars are not smooth or silent. Feel their physical surface with your conscious mind. They are cold. They are carved with the complex, glowing geometric fractal patterns of the cryptographic hashes that secured them. These patterns pulse with a faint, steady, cool blue electrical energy. That energy is not burning. It is preservation. It is the raw mathematical force that makes these pillars impenetrable to all noise, all volatility, and all human interference. I want you to assign meaning to these colossal structures. Pillar 1. Decentralization. It is infinitely wide, forged from millions of individual nodes scattered across the globe, ensuring that no single force can ever push it over. Pillar 2. Immutability. It is perfectly straight, holding the immutable record of the past, preventing any sudden crash or systemic failure from altering your truth. Pillar 3. Mathematical verifiability. It is sharp, defined, and flawless, guaranteeing that your assets are exactly where the ledger says they are, silently verified by the cold logic of the protocol. As you lie here, small and safe within the massive space formed by these pillars, feel the profound shift in responsibility. In the waking world, you were the solitary pillar, tensing your muscles against the invisible pressures of the market, trying desperately to hold up the collapsing sky of your portfolio. But tonight, that exhausting burden is permanently lifted. Let go of the control wheel. Look up at the pillars. They are holding the roof. They are bearing the crushing weight of the world above. You do not need to fight the gravity. You only need to accept its protection. Feel your physical body mimicking the profound stillness of this stone sanctuary. If there is any remaining tension in your chest or your shoulders, the tension of trying to hold things together, let it dissolve. Let that heavy energy fall away, knowing that the mathematics has already secured everything. Your breathing is now the only movement in this silent temple. Make your next breath incredibly slow, drawing the cool, still air deep into your stomach. As you exhale, imagine your consciousness becoming as heavy, still, and perfectly empty as the dark sky between the pillars. The geometry is holding. The blocks are verified. You are safe in the architecture of belief. Sleep inside the fortress. Rest in the perfect preservation of the mathematical stone. Sleep. As you rest securely within the massive, silent space created by the cryptographic pillars, I want you to visualize the final, crucial element of this sovereign architecture. You have the bedrock. You have the pillars. Now it is time to completely seal the sanctuary. I want you to look high up into the dark void above the pillars. Imagine billions of complex geometric cryptographic hashes arriving simultaneously, interlocking with flawless mathematical precision to form a colossal, impenetrable vaulted ceiling. This is the dome of decentralized consensus. It is thick, heavy, and permanently forged from the ancient stone of the protocol. Block by block, hash by hash, the massive keystones slide perfectly into place, locking the entire structure together in a state of absolute, unbreakable tension. Listen closely to the profound acoustic shift that happens the exact moment the final keystone locks into the dome. For your entire waking day, you have been battered by the relentless, deafening storms of the traditional financial world. The screaming headlines, the sudden panics, the aggressive notifications, and the terrifying roar of volatility, they have been pouring down on you like freezing, chaotic rain. But right now, as the dome seals shut, all of that noise is violently cut off. The storm is still raging miles above the roof, but down here, inside the sealed temple, it has been reduced to an absolute, microscopic whisper. And then, to nothing at all. You are now entirely enclosed in a perfect acoustic and sensory vacuum. The air inside this dome is totally still, completely undisturbed by the shifting winds of human emotion or central banking policies. The temperature is locked at absolute zero. I want you to feel the overwhelming, physical relief of being completely shut off from the weather of the market. You do not need to check the forecast tonight. You do not need to brace yourself for sudden impacts. The impenetrable dome is absorbing every single shockwave. When manipulation crashes against the outer shell of this architecture, the stone does not even vibrate. It simply dissipates the frantic energy into the void, keeping your internal sanctuary flawlessly calm. Allow your physical body to mirror this perfectly sealed, isolated environment. Imagine that the boundaries of your own skin are like the walls of this dome, completely secure, locking in your peaceful energy and locking out all external demands. Bring your fading attention to the muscles in your face, the jaw that clenched at sudden price drops, the neck that held the heavy weight of financial anxiety. As the dome seals, Let that tension shatter and fall away into the dark. There is nothing left to defend against. Feel the heavy, comforting gravity of the mattress pulling you deeper into safety. Your breathing is slow, rhythmic, and perfectly calm, echoing faintly in the vast, empty darkness of the temple. With every exhalation, you are pushing out the last remaining traces of worldly friction, filling the massive space around you with pure, undisturbed silence. You have built the ultimate shelter. The architecture of your belief is complete, and it is holding the crushing weight of the world so that you do not have to. Surrender completely to the isolation. Let the profound, heavy darkness of the sealed dome blanket your tired mind. You are entirely unreachable. You are perfectly safe. Rest in the vacuum. Sleep. Welcome into the absolute center of your completed architecture. The primary bedrock is infinitely firm beneath you. The cryptographic pillars stand perfectly eternal, holding the massive weight of the world. The impenetrable dome is sealed completely, flawlessly, and permanently above you. You are now resting deep inside the sanctuary of silence. I want you to truly feel the profound, almost heavy quality of the emptiness in this room. In the waking world, silence is rare and fragile, always broken by a sudden notification, a passing car, or the relentless, anxious chatter of your own mind, trying to predict the unpredictable markets. But the silence inside this decentralized sanctuary is different. It is not just the absence of noise. It is a physical presence. It is a heavy, dark, and deeply comforting blanket, woven from pure, unalterable mathematics. This sanctuary was not built for frantic movement. It was built for absolute preservation. Look around the vast, dark interior of your mind's temple. The cold, dark stone walls do not echo with the panic of liquidations or the desperate greed of sudden rallies. They absorb everything, neutralizing all worldly friction, leaving only the slow, steady, magnificent pulse of the blockchain itself. Every 10 minutes, a new block is silently forged and added to the foundation, a gentle, rhythmic heartbeat of truth that requires absolutely zero effort from you. The network is breathing so that you do not have to. The network is remembering so that you can finally, completely forget. As you lie here, perfectly suspended in the center of this massive, dark space, I want you to align your physical nervous system with the profound stillness of the stone. Bring your fading awareness to the exact center of your chest. Feel the gentle, rhythmic rise and fall of your breathing. With every slow inhalation, draw the heavy, cooling silence of the sanctuary deep into your lungs. Let it extinguish the last remaining embers of your daily anxiety. And as you exhale, imagine the physical boundaries of your body beginning to soften and dissolve into the dark void around you. You are no longer an isolated, stressed individual fighting against the financial tides. You are becoming an integral, unmovable part of the architecture itself. Feel the heavy gravity of the stone pulling you gently downward, anchoring your muscles, your bones, and your tired mind to the eternal bedrock. If a stray thought of tomorrow's market tries to enter this space, watch how it behaves. Inside the sanctuary of silence, a panicked thought has no oxygen to burn. It cannot survive here. It simply freezes, shatters into harmless, microscopic dust, and falls away into the deep, dark abyss below. You do not need to fight your thoughts tonight. The architecture itself naturally repels them. You have arrived at the ultimate destination of your sovereign rest. There is nothing to achieve here. There is no ledger to balance, no portfolio to monitor, and no future to anxiously construct. The massive, beautiful machinery of decentralized cryptography is holding the entire universe in place outside these walls. You are completely exempt from the labor. Allow the profound, heavy darkness to wash over your eyes, soothing the exhausted optic nerves that have stared at too many glowing screens. Let your jaw fall completely slack. Surrender your physical form to the beautiful, unyielding support of the bed. You are perfectly safe in the sanctuary. Let the heavy silence take you. Sink into the stone. Sleep. As you lie perfectly still within the sanctuary of silence, I want you to reconsider your relationship with time. Upon the surface, time is a weapon used against you. It is sliced into frantic, stressful fragments. Seconds, minutes, hourly candles, daily closes. The traditional market forces you to race against the clock, burning your energy in a desperate attempt to outpace inflation and volatility. You have been running on a relentless, exhausting treadmill. But down here, inside the profound architecture of decentralized belief, time behaves entirely differently. It is no longer a weapon. It is the very material that protects you. Visualize time not as a ticking clock, but as the slow, heavy accumulation of geological layers. Every 10 minutes, a massive, unmovable block of mathematical truth is gently lowered into place, adding another layer of impenetrable stone to your sanctuary. This is the block time. It does not rush. It does not care about the manic opening bells of the world's stock exchanges. It simply marches forward with the terrifying, beautiful patience of the universe itself. I want you to sink your physical body to this slow, geological rhythm. Feel the frantic, fluttering heartbeat of the day begin to slow down, matching the deep, steady, 10-minute pulse of the network. The anxiety that you brought into this room, the worries about tomorrow, the regrets about yesterday, they are becoming trapped in the stone. Imagine those stressful thoughts slowly fossilizing. They are turning into brittle, motionless artifacts, permanently embedded in the bedrock, completely stripped of their emotional power. You are no longer racing against time. You are being encased and protected by it. Surrender to the weight of the blocks. Let the slow, crushing gravity of time press you deeply into the mattress. Breathe out the seconds. Breathe in the centuries. We have reached the absolute foundation. You are perfectly sealed within the impenetrable dome. The cryptographic pillars are holding the sky. The sanctuary is perfectly silent, and your anxiety has fossilized into the ancient stone. There is absolutely nothing left to build, nothing left to verify, and nothing left to fear. You have transferred the entire crushing weight of your financial existence to the planet-scale machinery of the decentralized network. The millions of machines are humming, calculating, and burning energy in the dark, standing as your eternal sentinels. They are awake precisely so that you do not have to be. This is the ultimate architecture of belief. You are not placing your faith in fragile human promises, central banks, or chaotic markets. You have placed your faith in the cold, unyielding, and flawless reality of mathematics. And that mathematics is holding you in a perfect, permanent embrace. Bring your fading awareness to the heavy, peaceful stillness of your own physical form. From the very tips of your toes to the deep relaxation in your chest, up to the perfectly quiet, dark space behind your closed eyes. The architecture has absorbed everything. Let the heavy, dark silence of the temple wash over your mind one final time. Every wall is secure. Every block is verified. Every fragment of your wealth is mathematically locked in the deep cold. You are sovereign. You are secure. Drift completely into the absolute dark. Let the architecture hold you. Sleep in the stone. Sleep in the silence. Sleep. Sleep.